All right, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Kai Lavelle once more. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, share the video. This is good knowledge to know. And we're going to talk about, well, a divorce lawyer is going to reveal which professions are more likely to cheat on their spouse, or just cheat in their relationship in general, or just highly having a good time. And we all know what the number one profession is for infidelity, but that's what women. But then see, women and men professions, they differ. Even if the man and the woman has the same profession, it's not on the same level. And this divorce lawyer will show you how is that so.
Number 5, pilots and flight attendants. Number 4, men in the military. Number 3, bartenders. Number 2, police officers.
Now the police officers, she's talking about men, obviously, the top professions for men to cheat. But see, mind you, we all know where police officers like to go. Strip clubs. Yeah. Now see, the thing about the strip clubs is I don't understand why a lot of them don't get shut down, because when those girls take you back to the VIP room, you might have 4 or 5 of them take you back. However, there's security in those strip clubs. So when a girl is going up and down the pole, security is micromanaging and telling you to sit your ass down when you start simping too hard, right? I've seen guys with roses in their mouth going up to the stage, giving them money. This is wild. And yes, this is in the Bay Area, San Francisco. But yeah, there's levels to it in the strip club. But then it's like the security officers know which strippers do what in those VIP rooms. But a lot of times it goes right under the radar. But let's keep going.
And number 1, firefighters. For sure. Don't take this as legal advice, but if your husband does one of those 5 occupations, there are frequent flyers. Least likely to cheat, ladies. Librarians, accountants, nuns. Get it? I think you're safe there. Which female?
Before she goes on to the female professions that do cheat, are known to cheat, how those women that have those jobs that are less likely to cheat don't make any money. Those careers are not high paying careers. So basically, any career that's high paying or involves a lot of socialization, like in the healthcare setting, that's a highly social place. And a lot of healthcare workers are pretty much hanging out, they're going to social events outside of the healthcare setting. They're going to dance clubs, bars, and other things. Because a lot of them, single mothers, they have kids and everything. It doesn't matter if they're doctors, nurses, or CNAs. They're all linked together.
Male professions are most likely to cheat. I'm going to give the top 2 spots to women who are the breadwinners. Income earners, more likely to cheat. Beyond that, we have singers or entertainers, flight attendants, and these ladies who are social media influencers.
You hear that? Social media influencers, IG models. She left out nurses. So she gave nurses a break. And then being somebody that's in the healthcare industry, this was from the last 2 years ago when we had those big strikes and shit. What a mess. We kind of got what he wanted, but we didn't get enough. Maybe next contract we will. But anyway, yeah, she left nurses out on this one. And I don't really prioritize female nurses as number 1 for infidelity for women. Nah, I don't, because it really depends on where you work at as a nurse.
It's getting too popular online.
What type of men are least likely to cheat?
If you're in a relationship with one of these type of men, you're safe. Are you ready? If you've lived through infidelity, it is so heartbreaking, and so don't take this as science. Number 3, accountants. I think you're pretty safe with an accountant. I see a pretty common personality type. You should be good with no cheating with an accountant. Number 2, pharmacists. No cheating in pharmacy, even the lovely Walgreens pharmacy. Number 1, here we go. If you are married to or in a relationship with a farmer, I predict no cheating will occur.
Now we're going to get into the text part. So that was from Katie Simon. She's a 39-year-old divorce attorney with 15 years of experience. And she's revealed the occupations of people she believes are most likely to be unfaithful. She says police officers, firefighters, and people in the military are more likely to cheat because of their ego, macho man, and the fact that they are around people 24/7. Now, remember at the beginning of the video, it seems like the occupations that involve a lot of socialization, healthcare, real estate agents, you come across all kinds of walks of life, which means there's so many opportunities for you to engage if you see something you like, right? So for women, it's usually any occupation that involves a lot of socialization. But then the occupations like librarians and some of them make decent money, but you notice it's the jobs that are kind of boring are for the ones that are less likely to cheat. But we're going to go down a little bit to see some images. She also revealed the job roles that are most likely to stay faithful, which we saw in the video. And she's from Arizona. And in her opinion, people don't get divorced because of cheating, but all the problems around infidelity and the big issues it brings. So being that she's been doing this for 15 years, they're based out of Phoenix. The professions, I'm talking about, come from the number one people in those professions we've seen. So I guess these, out of her 15 years, these are the people that she most likely dealt with as far as, being a divorce attorney. And as you can see this right here, firefighters, they save people. They come across all walks of life. Somebody might offer them an advance without much effort, so they're going to take it. And like I said, firefighters, police officers, they use establishments like, the bars. They have the girls that serve you drinks naked and all that. They have Vietnamese bars out here in San Jose. So that tops that. If you know, you know. So these people that serve the public, they need a place to unwind. So that's why it's easy for these individuals to indulge into some cheating. And we talked about military personnel, because especially when you go overseas, it's going down. It's going down. So she believes this is because they are regularly away from home and women are attracted to the uniform. So meaning when these gentlemen come back home, they're not going to ask who they've been with. They already know he's a man in uniform. He's important. But as far as the ego for these people and the police officers, I'll add my 2 cents into it. I'll say, far as for men to have it easier to do infidelity, I would say male doctors, male lawyers, they like to hang out in strip clubs and other venues too. So everyone knows what's going on at the cop shop. They are in contact with other people a lot of times, and they have a stereotypical personality type. You have to have a big ego to do the job to begin with. And women are attracted to the uniform. It's the perfect storm. So you're seen as high value because you're resourceful and you can save lives. So she said that accountants are generally more reserved. Farmers are more loyal due to the hard work, but farmers have money, so they can get some bitches too. So any claims nobody ever divorces a pharmacist, that's a boring job. But what about the scientists though? Yeah. So she thinks they're more deserved. So this is just a little bit more detailed. Farmers are definitely in the non-cheating column. It may be part because of how much they work. It would be nice to assume that it comes from their personality type. They are very trustworthy and family oriented. Nobody I know of has ever divorced a farmer or a pharmacist for that matter. To me, a pharmacist is the opposite of a scientist. It's very concentrated. And those type of jobs you don't bring back home. Being a doctor would be different. So Katie claims telltale signs you are being cheated on include your partner reducing their communication and them starting self-improvement without involving you. So I started going to the gym. I started getting ripped. I'm sexy. Too sexy for my shirt. Funny songs of the 90s. I miss the 90s. But anyway, the number one signal that you are being cheated on is a reduction of communication. Or you feel something's not right. So, cheating pretty much stems from unhappiness or being bored. Oh my God. I mean, these are the key indicators right here. More detail for those of you with that have a short attention span. Most likely professions to cheat in Katie's opinion. So I'm gonna say it again. Service workers for men, police officers, firefighters, people in the military. All those guys like to frequent the strip club life or some type of venue, the titty bar. So most likely professions to be faithful. Farmers, accountants, and pharmacists. I work with pharmacists, I work with physicians, I work with nurses, and scientists. So I could speak on this. So Katie's signs you're being cheated on. Focusing on self-improvement without involving you, reducing their communication, and keeping secrets. That's the biggest one right there. And this was the newest article I could find on this. So nurses weren't really involved per se. So I'm just glad that they keep ruling out nurses as number one. I'm like, that can't be true, because flight attendant, hairdresser. See, what's not on there is personal trainers, massage therapists. That could get pretty intimate, hot and steamy as well. But anyway, this is Kylie Vale. Let me know what you think. Happy hump day for tomorrow in advance from me. Peace.